This is Rob Dillingham's first possession in the game, right? And you know the amount of balls and confidence it takes to get this first touch, take your first dribble, and shoot that shot right there? That is not a coach's shot, that's a player's shot. That's only developed by having a surreal amount of confidence that you get by putting the work in, but some of y'all don't put the work in. And so since that goes down, anything the coach says, he can't say it no more because he hit it. He trusted in himself. Now you seen Rob Dillingham hit that last pull up from the same side, practically with the same type of dribble. But what's gonna happen this next time down? Boom, he's gonna drive, don't got nothing, can't cook, he gives it up. This is the biggest adjustment going from high school to college, right? Understand, it's not done. It's not done. He's gonna get it back again, and he probably feeling good as hell. First shot, knocked down. Let me go into my second attack. He's gonna drive now, and after he makes his first go move and he doesn't get anywhere with it, what is he gonna do, right? Instead of trying to cook some more shit up, he gives it up. You got to break that habit going from high school to college, because if you try to carry over that habit in college, what's going to happen is you're going to see yourself right on the bench. When going from high school to college, especially somebody like Rob Dillingham, one of the most important things and the biggest shifts is that the shots that he takes that are like this in college hold so much more weight. Because in high school, you get to be able to ISO and you're comfortable with the fact you're going to see another shot. But in college, not so much that. You may not get this shot again. So now your regimen begins to switch. The type of shots you practice on begin to change. And these shots right here are the ones that matter most. So now he's able to take that one, second three of the game, boom, knockdown. Look at Rob, right? Understand. Rob is about to make this drive, right? Notice, look, he drives. He doesn't even try to go to the rim and score. Why the f did he drive then? The only reason why Rob drived is so that he could be able to get here, draw the attention of not just one, but two help defenders so that he could be able to give the rock to his teammate, who now gets the assist because he pulled in two from his drive. Unselfish basketball. That's learning how to play and not thinking for yourself, but thinking for a team. Look at Rob Dillingham, right? This is what makes Rob such a great of a player. What makes him great. Not the fact that he just lets motherfuckers score on him. It's what he does afterwards. Because despite the fact of that, you got all those coaches on the sideline yelling, what the fuck is you doing? More effort. That's bullshit. What does Rob come down and do, right? This is the one skill most hoopers do not have that Rob has, which makes him a top 10 pick. He gets down other end, no pass, no nothing, step back, he gets to a shot. He's got fucking short-term memory. So now once you see him hoop, it's like, oh shit, that motherfucker is dangerous, because he just forget what the fuck happened on the other side. He don't let his past plays affect his present plays. Understand, screen comes from this right side by Rob. And look at his pace, right? He's going fast, screen is still occurring, he's throwing the pass. He threw that pass way too fast. And now what happens? Boom. Now they got to get into some other action, right? Because he wasn't able to match his pace with that screener. So what ends up occurring is that Shepard gets into this action. He doesn't get anything. And now you give the ball to Rob. Right back to where it started. And so with about 4.5 seconds, he takes the grenade. He takes the grenade. Rightfully so, though, because he did mess up on that initial action. So what ends up occurring here is that mixing that short-term memory, he sees this as a gold mine and just gets to his bucket. So Rob goes through this first action that he gets. Handoff, gets it right back, boom, gives it up. Notice what he's going to try to do now. He's going to try to get it right back, faked it. Now he's going to go into action with another teammate. And now notice what Rob does as an off-ball player. This is one of the things you just have to get acclimated to in college. And Rob has done just that, right? And so now, boom, once Shepard now gets off that first action, Rob Dillingham sitting there on that right wing. But now, once that action is done, he makes this exchange just to simply make the defense do something instead of just sitting in the same spot, guarding the same thing. It makes everything so much easier. And so now what happens, right, what this also shows you about Rob is that with that exchange has now brought his teammate an open shot from that wing instead of himself. Look, being a point guard, commanding the floor, seeing opportunities to attack. And now he goes and makes his go move. But understand, remember what I said, going from high school to college, this is one of the most important things you got to adjust to, right? Once you make that move and you don't got the first one, what must you now do? Seek plays, right? So now Rob picks this up. Eyes don't even get to the rim. He's just reading help and seeing where can I get the rock to so now my teammates could be able to score. Because getting the ball inside the arc, pull in help, now I find the open teammate. Boom, kicks that to the top of the key. He gets right and does get right to his right hand, gets that bucket. You got to understand how much Rob's game has now had to change because he's playing in college. You saw him get probably 3 to 4 buckets now playing off the spot up. Now you could add this to the total, another catch and shoot opportunity. These are the shots that y'all got to take thousands and thousands of times, playing off the catch and not them dribble step backs. Because when you play at this level, you're probably not going to be the one to be able to ISO like that, nor does college even ISO a lot entirely. I got a couple clips to even show you that going forward. They need to change it, but it's their system, so you must get acclimated. Rob, boom, taking advantage of it, knocked down. With 2:45 left in this first, right? Kentucky in the bonus. This is where if you're smart, you could have a little fun with the ball. Because when you do have this little bit of fun, you can leverage the fact of defenders being extremely active with their hands and also their bodies being out of position. So now when Rob gets here, boom, bumps occur, help happens, foul, he's getting to the free throw line. This is the one thing I hate about college basketball. Rob Dillingham calls for a screen, right? But why the would you call for a screen and turn your head and see who's right and not take advantage of this right here? You got number 3 with number 5, who is a 1 foot mismatch. 1 foot, probably about 60-pound mismatch. And you decide to not take advantage of it. So now what happens when you decide to run your systematic offense? Right? So what ends up happening for them to cook up at the end of this possession? Right? He decides to go and make his move. Rob decides to make this back door. That gets broken up. Ball ends up over here in this left corner. Rob got the rock. How much time is left on the clock? About 4 seconds. Now you got to cook something when you got nothing. Deflection again. He tries to get low. 5 is lower. He 5'9". Shot goes up. Nothing. Playing off the ball is key. Rob wants to get this catch here, right? But guess what? He didn't get it. So what is he going to do? Cut, relocate. But understand what he's going to do in the time that he's relocating, right? While he's cutting. He's making a read, right? And boom. That right there was equivalent to a snatchback on the ball. Led your defender, got them to broke their base, and boom, quick change of direction. Now I'm getting out into space. Boom, gets on the screen, flares out to this side. I don't know if you hit this, but understand that concept alone got him that great look. Rob gets this catch. You got to get these easy buckets in college. This is how you are able to build your rhythm. So he gets this. Dalton picks up. He's not set. He's still sprinting back. He gives it up. Notice what Dalton does. On this closeout, once the ball gets back to him, he jumped up that line to where the ball was thrown to because he's not set as a defender, is not able to really process what's going on and where he needs to go. So now Rob is able to get left. Defender screens down here in the middle. Boom, now he gets that left hand, gets that little leg. Now, once again, here in transition, understand, right? Reading the floor. What numbers do we got? You see number 2? Oh, I can't trust that pass. I don't like it. Let's keep it pushing, right? So now what ends up happening, gets here, drive gets cut off. Understand the velocity of this pass now, though, right? Remember that play earlier with that weak-ass pass? What now happens is that he gets here, boom, straight to the hands of Shepard, 15 on his wing. So now he has good rhythm to get up into that shot before his defender closes out, knocks it down. Velocity of passes could turn a shot from being open and shootable to a shot that's unshootable, and now you have no more looks. You just got to continue to play. These last 2 minutes, these last few clips is NBA promise for Rob Dillingham, because at this point in the game, down 13, you're playing with urgency. So now when he's going to go and attack, there's minimal thought. He's just going to go to work, right? Not think about, is this a bad shot or a good shot? I'm going to get to my spots. Boom, his step back, going left. He loved that step back. Loved that step back, right? And now, boom, drag screen occurs. Ah, shit, I just got to get something. Find something. Boom, gets to his right. Right there, lay it. Of course, you're playing also with an aggressive defense, but still, he's getting to his spots. That's the second bucket, right? Comes up this right side. What's going to end up happening? Screen comes off going left. You know, he not passing shit, right? He not passing shit. So, boom, he sees 2. Waits the big for the big to leave. Defender recovering. Hit him with that cross. Gets to that right. Boom, shot over the top. Hit. He's cooking, right? He ain't done. He ain't done. You tell Rob to get in the offense to where you just play your game. Don't worry about the system. Just take advantage of matchups and just play this simple basketball like it is in the NBA most of the time. You're going to see him thrive. You're going to see him really be elite because now he's really Rob with the shifts. You know what I'm saying? He really shifty at this point because he ain't worried about, oh, the coach gonna think this bad, the coach gonna think that bad. He really cooking, right? So boom, shot, bucket. That's 35 piece for Rob Dillingham. He's NBA promise, maybe even be a top 5 pick depending on how the season go out.